welcome to part 12, where we move on to the stadium. Today I want to do the stadium because it's right next to the spa that we did last time. I can link it in the description if anyone wants to watch that. So yeah, this is what we have to work with. This is the gymnasium that is right next to the spa we did. And the plan today is to hopefully get done with the main arena, as well as these lookout areas up here, and maybe also the other side right here. So that's the plan for today, and hopefully it will work out just fine. I did not find as much inspiration for this because there's not a lot of Pinteresty pictures of horse fighting arenas, but I tried, and I'm going to look if I can find anything interesting. But of course it's going to be mostly based off of my imagination. So, also, we have news. We recently reached 10 subscribers, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but this channel has only been up for a few months, and I took a few breaks because of school things, and we still reached 10 subscribers. So I'm really happy about that, and I want to thank everyone who contributed to that. Thank you so incredibly much. It means the world to me. I want to maybe do a special because 10 subscribers is quite the milestone, for me at least. So if anyone has any ideas, I'm looking specifically at Skylight and Bloxburg because she has been, they, whichever pronoun they prefer, have been commenting so much these last few videos, like almost every single one since you people started. So if Skylight or Bloxburg or any of you others have any special ideas, please let me know. If not, I'll just figure out something. So the next video might not be anything Princess Prep School related, but again, thank you so incredibly much. 10 is such a huge milestone. Thank you. But without any further ado, let's just get right into it. It is already pretty much sectioned the way that I wanted, but I'll start with the kind of aesthetic appeal, colors, that stuff, to get myself sorted out, and then we'll see how it goes. Also, I think I need a wheelchair ramp within the stairs somewhere, so that's also a line of business. Okay, so my idea for this thing is I want it to look kind of serious, like an actual fighting arena, but still kind of soft because it's the general aesthetic. So I'm thinking maybe beige-like colors that aren't as pastel as what I had on the outside. We'll see how it goes though. Okay, so it seems like I'll have to make a custom decal for next time, as a school emblem to hang over the door. Okay, so there's actually a section I forgot to map out that I'm going to map out now. And that is the teacher dorms. I completely forgot that they also need a place to sleep, probably. Because up here we obviously only have student dorms. So, and one dorm for the principal. I figured it should probably be on this set since we have one room extra. But the teachers still also need to sleep somewhere. Even though I'm going to keep it minimal, I think, because we do not have that much plot data if you want to decorate everything. So I'm just going to make a basement here and see how much I can fit. Okay, so the purpose of this fighting arena is, first of all, getting an arena for horse riding, which I think I might have to do custom. But also, I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Because I also want them to be able to do other sports in here, like, for example, basketball and football. So, I'm uncertain of how to do that, but I'll try, certainly. It can't be that bad, hopefully. Okay, so I've made the base for now. We have basketball, football, and then this is a mechanism that I made just now. Which it obviously can't go up and down in the game. I don't think that's possible. If anyone knows if that is possible, please tell me in the comments because I want to improve this. But for now, you can just do this in build mode and pretend that it's happening if you want to roleplay, that it just goes up and down with the mechanism tool, with the move tool. And so you can put it up and you can play games, or you can... Okay, so this is editing, Elka. My audio completely freaked out. But essentially, you can put it up if you want to play football, basketball, any other game that needs a field. Or you can put it down if you want to play jousting. Which is an old sport that I don't think is done anymore. I might have to do my research on that. It used to be a sport where two horses run against each other, two usually guys. I don't think any women did it, even though I think women are allowed to do it here. But essentially they go against each other and whoever falls off their horse loses. Okay, I didn't expect to do a whole history segment, but I have a lot of these facts, so if you want to keep this up and you want me to do more cool history facts in these videos, please let me know, because I have an ungodly amount that I know because I'm interested in this stuff. So if you want more cool castle facts as we go about the castle and furnish all the rooms, please tell me. Drop history class with Elka in the comments if you want to have more of those. Okay, so I found out it's better to have it on the second floor and then just move it from there. But same concept still applies. So yeah, if anyone knows how to make this a bit more functional, please tell me. But I think that's pretty good so far. Now I just need... I think I'm going to turn these two corners into storage corners for fitness things. Okay, and also I'm realizing that we need a fitness room. Okay, I might not have thought this floor plan through as much as I thought I did. Some place has to turn into the fitness studio. Okay, I think I'm going to have to turn this into a fitness studio. I just have to make sure it's wheelchair accessible, but it is from down there, even though then she can't go up. Then they can't go up. But they can enter from both sides, including the locker rooms if they go through here. So I think it should be fine. I could technically add an elevator, even though I don't really see much potential for it anywhere. So I doubt it's going to help that much. Okay, I think I'm going to spare the ballet stuff for the music classroom upstairs. So I won't have that down here. I think it's quite out of place. Why does that less expensive one look more comfortable? Is that just me who thinks that? Like, you can lean back in the seat. Why in the world would you do that? Why would you spend more for something less comfortable? This again. Why does the less expensive one come with a cup holder? Do you see what I mean? I'm going with the less expensive ones. Why are they the most suitable ones? Why would you do this? Spend more, get less? And not capitalism, I guess? The fitness mats, if you notice, these are, or if you remember, it's the exact same colors as I put on the deodorant over here. So each of the students has their own one and it's color coded. I'm not entirely sure which student gets which color. I haven't decided on that just yet, but I think it's going to be fine. I think this sink is better off like this because while the drinks are free, if you want to refill your water bottle, I think it's important that there's space in the sink to do so. So that's the thought behind this. Okay, let's see. We have the main sport arena. We have a girls' warm-up spot, a guys' warm-up spot, as well as some different things that they can share. We have one seat for each student, as well as for the principal in the middle, and 2 teachers on each side. Okay, those are viewing spots, and I think that's pretty much it. It needs decoration, of course, but I think that's the base of it. And we also have a small kitchen area here, in case anyone needs refreshments. Alright, I think that warms it up quite nicely. I think we maybe put a bit much light. It's lighting up the entire upper floor. But this right here is the new gymnasium and horse riding arena. I wanted to make it purposely not as pastel as the outside, so it's more muted tones. I think it still has quite the royal vibe. This is basic shape, so it can be lifted up. It's just for jousting. But we have, if I may say so myself, a pretty good sports area. This right here leads into the stables that we have yet to make. If we go up the stairs, we come to the fitness studio. First of all, we have these seats looking out over the arena. Pretty good view. Even as you sit, you can watch pretty much everything that's happening. But coming over to the actual stuff, we had warm-up areas, one for boys and one for girls, right over there. Bikes, weights, treadmills. There's a refreshments area if you need that. Protein powder if anyone likes that. Quite decent stuff, I should say. And yeah, this is our new fitness arena. I think I might take this up so I don't run into it all the time. I think I'll have to make a few new decals just to spice things up a bit. But yeah, this is it so far. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not as princessy as the other stuff, but I figure that sports are a bit more serious than normal princessy classes that you would normally attribute to them. Not that sports cannot be girly, however, I feel like it's a lot of girly stuff has a less serious tone associated with it, and I wanted to avoid that when it came to sports, especially for those students who are more competitive. I figured that this might work better for them. So yeah, don't worry, I think this is probably the only room that is going to be less princessy. Maybe the prince rooms, I'm not sure, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a bit on the less girly side of things, but I mean, we kind of need to have that too, since it's supposed to be welcoming for guys as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so incredibly much for watching, and see you next time. And again, thank you so much for 10 subscribers. Means the world. Bye!